Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a what's in my bag for school. If you're new here, my name is Pooja. I am going into my Masters of Teaching program. Basically, Teachers College, your girl's gonna be a teacher. This is my third degree ever. I just completed my Masters of Education. So this is everything that I had for my Masters of Education. I'm also gonna be having the same things for my Master of Teaching, so I thought, why not share what I keep in my bag? All the essentials for a commuter student. I'm honestly not gonna waste any time, so let's get into this. Number one question I usually get asked when I'm just walking around campus is, what is my bag? So this is the Joanna Tote by Herschel. I was very graciously gifted this by my boyfriend's parents. I love it so much. It is the perfect size. It carries everything. It has compartments, but we're gonna get all into that. So starting off from the outside, I have a hand sanitizer attached to it because I take the subway to school and that's gross. Of course, we always gotta have a lot of hand sanitizer, and then I just have this cute little pea attached to it. So many people have black tote bags like this, and I just want to be able to find mine in a room right away. You know what? I'm gonna bring this down really quickly. I think you guys are getting a better angle over here. The very first compartment down here is a zipper compartment, and inside of it, the first thing, again, I have another hand sanitizer. This is the Touchline hand sanitizer in the salted caramel scent. Again, another essential. I have a pack of gum in there. You never know when you're gonna need this. And of course, who would I be if I didn't have a lip balm in here? You're gonna see quite a few of these. This is the Ole Henriksen lip treatment. So that's everything that's in this smaller pocket, and I love that it zips off. Sometimes I will even put my phone in here if I have my headphones on, and you know it's secure and there's a zip on it, so I'm not scared when I'm subwaying. I also want to talk about the back really quickly before we get into the middle. One thing I really loved about this tote is that there's actually this zipper at the bottom right here, which opens up, and then when you're traveling, you can use this to just like put onto your suitcase so that you don't have to carry your carry-on like you normally would. For now, obviously during school time, I just keep it closed, and there's nothing in here right now, but sometimes I'll have tissues or just anything that might need easy access to. Into the fun part, let's go to the middle. And it has a zipper that I just opened. Really think that's important if you're taking a tote bag to school, especially if you're commuting. You do not want random people just reaching into your bag, so I love having a zipper there. First thing that I'm gonna pull out are my Beats headphones. What would I do without these? I'm constantly editing on the subway, or I'm constantly reading, and so I just like to have my headphones on to just always drown out all the other noise. Also, having headphones or earphones, whatever it is that you like to use, is great for when you're studying if you are on campus. The next thing obviously is my wallet. So of course, this is constantly moving in and out of my school bag onto my other purses, but you always have to carry your purse because, you know, ID, cards, all of that stuff if I'm not editing. And right now I'm just reading the Let Them theory. I'm almost done. Great recommendation, by the way, if you ever want to improve your own life. Then we have my planner, actually gifted to me earlier this year for Christmas, and I've used it here and there. You guys know I mentioned in my last video as well that I'm mainly the type of person that likes to kind of use my notes app as my agenda, although I am trying to get into using a planner more because I think it's nice to just have things written down. The main reason why I use my notes app is because I'm constantly changing the order of things around and moving things into different days, so I just have always thought that it makes more sense to do it on an online platform. You can use Notion, Google Calendar, your notes app, whatever it is, but I always have a planner in here just in case. And next up, I have this really cute notebook. Got it at an event and I still haven't used it, but it's basically just a ruled notebook. I'm gonna use this for whenever I'm taking notes or have to write something down really quickly in a class or during placement. The next thing that I have in here is my folder. Now I already have some sheets in here from summer school that I thought were really important. So a lot of the times in schools, they still give you paper handouts. As much as you think that they don't, they still do. And so that's one thing I learned during my Masters of Education. You need to have a folder. My previous one is really filled from things through my undergrad and my Masters of Ed. So I figured, let me get a new folder just for my Master of Teaching. I think, again, a folder is always great to just have those random handouts that you have all organized in your bag. The next thing is my pencil case. This is actually a Naked Sundays makeup bag. And I mentioned to you guys in my school supplies video that one way that I always got the cutest pencil cases is I was always using makeup bags. This one I got in a PR box a couple months ago, and I absolutely was saving it for when it was time for school. Inside, I have the essentials. We have the highlighters, some sticky notes. Of course, we have some pens in there too. Pencils, and of course I have a couple of them because I was always that kid that people asked for pencils and pens from. I always had so many, so of course I was always sharing. A ruler, you never know when you'll need this. And of course I also have a lip gloss in here. There's constantly so many lip glosses in here at all times. That is everything that's in my pencil case. Like I mentioned probably 35 times, I am a commuter student, so I always like to have an umbrella in my bag. This one is really small and cute. It's portable as well. I believe it's from Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart, one of the two, but you can always get a good one on Amazon. Bought this one for my New York trip, and I definitely used it there, and of course that was perfect for my school bag. Almost dropped it. And usually I'll also have some sort of snack in here for school that I'll take apart from my lunch. I always like to have a backup snack. I have this very sad and squished granola bar in here, but you can never go wrong because there's long days at school and sometimes you get hungry. The bag itself on this side has a couple compartments, so we're gonna go through those. First thing I pull out, of course, it's hand sanitizer. And then I have some of these wet wipes that I've just collected from like different Boston Pizza. I just like putting these in my bag because sometimes you eat a meal at school and there's no tissues around. These are always great. I also always have a hand cream. This one is from Rare Beauty. It's also a massage tool that you can use when you have the cream on. Their stuff smells so good and so clean, so I always like having a hand lotion. The next compartment over is also another pocket, and the first thing that I have here is this just random case with a bunch of emergency stuff in here. So I have a panty liner, a tampon, Tylenol, a perfume. Of course, I have some tweezers, which is really, really helpful. I have a $10 bill, some Halls, and that's everything that's in here. It's kind of just my, like, if I was stranded on a desert island, the things that I would bring. Box. I like the box apart from the bag or something because it's a little bit cleaner. It's just a random eyeglasses case, so you can always use something like that. Also in that compartment are 4 lip glosses. You can never have enough, okay? I have a Summer Fridays lip balm, I have a Victoria's Secret lip balm, I have a Glossier lip balm, and then I have a NYX lip balm. Also, because I'm usually wearing makeup to school, I like to have a powder just to touch up. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This will forever be my favorite drugstore powder. If I'm gonna put you onto any drugstore product, please let it be the Maybelline Fit Me powders. I also have a extra hair tie in here in case I ever get hot or I need to tie my hair up. And then I have this little Sephora mirror and some blotting sheets. I've never actually used this in all the years that I've had this, but you never know, because I always end up using my phone, but just in case you need a mirror. Also pairs well with the tweezers that I have. Okay, on the other side, we have a little laptop sleeve. So usually my laptop is in there, but alongside that, earphones that are terribly tangled up right now. But this is just in case I ever forget my earphones. But now that I have the iPhone 16, these headphones don't work. They do work for my laptop still, but anyways, just in case. The very last thing that also goes in my bag is my laptop, of course. That brings us to the end of what is in my bag. Since I drive to school, I do have a lot of essentials also in my car, apart from the things that are in here. But some would say that that is actually a lot of things to be carrying around all the time. However, there are times where I've used almost everything that's in there. And guys, I'm always the girl that's known as having all the things that you would ever need at school because, again, I'm carrying all this shit in my bag. But never have I felt like it was not necessary or it was too much. If anything, I feel like I could put more things in here. But anyways, you guys, that was all for today's video. I hope that was helpful in deciding what you guys want to put in your bag or what you might need or things that you might need to buy. Another reason why I think having a bag with a lot of compartments is also very helpful, but then even organizing those compartments like I did with the little eyeglasses case and just having things sectioned off in places that make sense is also really good. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. I do have a few more back to school videos coming up, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, if you are going back to school, best of luck for this school year. You can always find me on my other social media. My username is Blends by Pooja everywhere except for on YouTube where I am Pooja Theron. That is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next one.